Hey there, folks. John Oliver here, ready to delve into a topic that's more exciting than a panda doing parkour: China's economy. Now prepare to have your mind blown, because here's a little nugget for you. In 1978, China's GDP per capita was a measly $155. Fast forward to today, and it's over $12,500. That's like upgrading from a rusty bicycle to a Tesla, folks. So, how did China pull off this economic magic trick? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through China's economic roller coaster. For centuries, China was like that friend who always had potential but never quite lived up to it. It was a land of immense history, culture, and resources. But its economy was stuck in a rut. Then came the big guy, Mao Zedong, and the Communist Revolution in 1949. Mao tried to jumpstart the economy with his great leap forward, but it turned out to be a giant leap backward. After Mao kicked the bucket in 1976, things started to change. A new leader, Deng Xiaoping, took the reins and decided it was time to ditch the rusty economic bicycle and go for a spin in a capitalist car. Deng Xiaoping wasn't messing around. He was a visionary leader who understood the need for radical change to propel China into a new era. He knew China needed a serious economic makeover, so he rolled up his sleeves and implemented some bold reforms. These reforms were not just minor tweaks, but sweeping changes that would redefine the nation's economic landscape. First up, he said sayonara to the old commune system in agriculture and gave farmers more freedom to grow and sell their own crops. This was a monumental shift from the collective farming practices that had dominated for decades. This led to a boom in agricultural production, which meant more food for everyone and more money in farmers' pockets. The newfound prosperity in rural areas was a testament to the success of these reforms. Next, Deng decided to open the doors to foreign investment. He recognized that to modernize, China needed to integrate with the global economy. He created special economic zones where foreign companies could set up shop and do business with China. These zones became hotbeds of innovation and economic activity, attracting investments from all over the world. Suddenly, China became the world's factory floor, churning out everything from toys to electronics. The manufacturing boom created millions of jobs and transformed the economic landscape. These reforms, combined with a young and eager workforce, ignited an economic explosion that sent China's growth into overdrive. The rapid urbanization and industrialization were unprecedented, turning China into an economic powerhouse. Today, the fruits of Deng Xiaoping's vision are evident in China's modern cities, advanced infrastructure, and thriving markets. His legacy lives on as China continues to grow and prosper. Now, let's play a little game of compare and contrast. For decades, the United States has been the world's economic heavyweight champion, but China has been quietly training in the shadows, and it's now flexing its economic muscles like a kung fu master. In 2023, China surpassed the US to become the world's largest economy in terms of purchasing power parity, PPP. That means that when you adjust for the cost of goods and services, China's economy is actually bigger than America's. This rapid ascent has left many economists scratching their heads in disbelief. China's economic miracle is unprecedented in modern history. Section 5. The price of progress. But hold your horses, folks. China's economic miracle hasn't come without its fair share of challenges. One major issue is the widening gap between the rich and the poor. While some Chinese citizens are sipping champagne on their yachts, others are struggling to put food on the table. Another concern is environmental degradation. China's breakneck industrialization has come at a cost to its air, water, and land. Pollution is a major problem in many Chinese cities, and the country is facing a growing environmental crisis. And let's not forget about human rights. China has been criticized for its suppression of free speech, its treatment of ethnic minorities, and its lack of worker protections. Section 6. The world runs on yuan. Here's the unexpected twist, folks. China's economic rise is having a ripple effect across the globe. This isn't just a local phenomenon, it's a global transformation. As China's economy has grown, so too has its thirst for raw materials and energy. This growth has been nothing short of meteoric, and it shows no signs of slowing down. This has led to a surge in demand for commodities like oil, copper, and iron ore. These resources are the lifeblood of industrial growth, and China's appetite for them is insatiable. The increased demand is driving up prices and benefiting countries that export these resources. Nations rich in these commodities are seeing a boom in their economies, thanks to China's relentless demand. China's also become a major player in global trade. Its influence extends far beyond its borders, affecting markets and economies worldwide. It's now the world's largest exporter and the second largest importer. This dual role makes China a central hub in the global trade network. This means that China's economy is increasingly intertwined with the rest of the world's. The global economy is now more interconnected than ever, with China at its core. But here's the kicker. China's not just buying and selling stuff. It's also lending money and investing in infrastructure projects all over the world. This financial influence is reshaping global economic landscapes. These investments are part of a grand strategy to build a network of trade routes and economic partnerships. China's reach is extending into every corner of the globe, and it's doing this through something called the Belt and Road Initiative. This ambitious project aims to create a modern Silk Road, enhancing trade and stimulating economic growth across Asia, Europe, and beyond. Section 7. The Belt and Road Initiative. A new Silk Road. The Belt and Road Initiative, also known as the New Silk Road, is one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in human history. It's essentially a massive network of roads, railways, ports, and other infrastructure projects that China is financing and building across Asia, Africa, Europe, and even South America. China says the Belt and Road Initiative is all about promoting trade and economic development. But some critics see it as a way for China to exert its influence over other countries and expand its global reach. Section 8. The Dragon's Reach. So, what does all of this mean for the rest of us? How does China's economic ascent affect our daily lives and the global landscape? Well, for starters, it means that China's economic rise is something we can't ignore. It's a phenomenon that touches every corner of the globe, influencing markets, industries, and even our local economies. It's already having a profound impact on the global economy, and that impact is only going to grow in the years to come. From the goods we buy to the jobs we hold, China's influence is pervasive. Some experts believe that China's economic dominance could eventually lead to a shift in global power, with China challenging the United States for supremacy on the world stage. This potential shift could redefine international relations and economic policies. With China challenging the United States for supremacy on the world stage, we might see new alliances forming and old ones being tested. The balance of power could tilt in ways we haven't seen before. Others argue that China's economic growth is ultimately a good thing for the world, as it will lead to increased trade, investment, and prosperity for everyone. The interconnectedness of our economies means that growth in one region can spur growth in another. Increased trade means more opportunities for businesses and consumers alike. Investment flows more freely, and prosperity can be shared across borders, lifting millions out of poverty and creating new markets. Only time will tell what the future holds. The dynamics of global economics are ever-changing, and predicting the exact outcomes is a complex task. But one thing's for sure, China's economic miracle is a story that's still being written. As we watch this narrative unfold, we must stay informed and adaptable, ready to navigate the changes that lie ahead. Section 9. A Connected Future. So, there you have it, folks. The story of China's economic rise is a tale of ambition, innovation, and a whole lot of hard work. It's a story that's full of twists and turns, and it's one that's far from over. As China continues to grow and evolve, it will undoubtedly face new challenges and opportunities. But one thing's for certain, China's economic miracle is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the potential for transformative change. And who knows, maybe one day, we'll all be driving Chinese-made electric cars and paying for everything in yuan. Now, wouldn't that be something? That's it for me, folks. Stay informed, stay curious, and always question the accepted narrative.